Ange-Marie Moutambou.
Yes, it's my name.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming today.
Thanks to you for having me.
You didn't know this before you came, but I'm going to interview our go-see.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to record our go-see, rather. I'm going to interview about your life story, and you're going to tell us about your history and your career in modeling thus far. So I always start by asking, where are you from and who are your parents?
Okay, so I'm from France.
Yes, whereabouts in France specifically?
Okay, I born in Paris.
Were you
I
born
was
in
born
Paris?
in Paris, yeah. Like next to Paris, at Saint-Maurice. In the 94, 94.
Arrondissement? 94th arrondissement.
Yeah.
Now, where is that? East, south, north, or west?
I don't even know.
Okay.
Because when I was 3, we moved to Grenoble.
Okay.
It's a little city, not very far from Lyon.
Okay. Is that south?
Yes.
Okay.
And
So, quite a big town. It's a big city, isn't it?
yeah,
Grenoble.
it is, but it's not like Lyon or Paris.
Okay.
It's like more, but it's
Intimate.
not that the little one, the smallest
No,
one.
no, not at all.
You know it?
I've not been to Grenoble. I don't think I have been to Grenoble. I could have done in my enfance,
Oh, okay.
but I'm not quite sure. So why did your parents go to Grenoble? Why did they move?
Okay, so I just have my mother with me. I don't have any father.
Yes.
And we moved because, damn, it's a long story.
I
It's
like
a really
those.
long story.
Is the good
So
story?
we
Is
were-
the story worth telling? I'm sure it's a story worth telling.
Yes, maybe.
Yeah.
We were really, really poor.
Yes.
Really poor. And in Paris at those time, like on the 90th, I don't know.
Arrondissement?
No. Dans les années 90.
In the 90s.
Yes, in the 90s, it was really, really hard to find an apartment.
Mm.
So, it's not really legal. But at this time, my mom was really poor. And I was not like... J'étais pas un enfant voulu. I was an accident.
Right. You weren't planned?
No, not at all.
Okay.
But
Do you
she
know who your
kept me.
father is?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
So, she kept me because I was like mixed and I was a girl. I have 2 big brothers. She told like I will never have another child because she was like super poor and she didn't have the money to have another kid and
Yes.
everything.
Was she young? Do you know?
She were like 30
around 30?
around 30.
And when you say mixed, does that mean mixed race? Does that
Yes.
mean that your mother is African, from
Yes.
African descent?
My mom is from Congo and
Oh,
my
wow.
genitor
Yes.
is from France, Belgium.
Yes.
It's like a
white man.
mystery, yeah.
A white guy, basically.
Yeah. So, we broke an apartment that nobody was there, and we lived there for like 3 years.
Wow,
My
you
first-
squatted. In England, we call it squatting.
We were.
Wow, there was an
squatting.
empty apartment that
Yeah,
you
because it
broke
was so
into.
hard. My mom didn't want it to do that, but she was. If
Yes,
she didn't
there was
do
no
it,
other way.
like we were in the street. So we did that, and then we were. The police came and removed.
You.
Yeah, us.
And you
So-
were very little. You're
I was 3.
3 years old, right?
So
Do you remember any of this?
Yeah.
You remember it
I
still?
remember the police came inside of the apartment. I remember at the apartment. I remember the neighborhood. They were like the neighbors,
Yes.
les voisins,
Yes?
were so kind with us and everything. We were like
Right.
loving each other. It was so familiar in
nice.
this building. So we
Was
moved.
it on the périphérique?
Yes.
So
It was
It
no. It was in Ivry-sur-Seine.
Okay, so a bit further out than that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was not too far from Paris, though.
Right.
It was like maybe 20 minutes in train.
Okay.
So we get out of this apartment and we moved in Grenoble because my mom had some family, not really family. Like I have a really big family story. Like before me,
Yes.
it's like hours and hours of stories.
Oh, wow.
But we moved to Grenoble because my bigger brother has an uncle there.
Okay.
So we moved there and we see this uncle and everything. So that's why I grew up in Grenoble.
Yes.
So
Do you consider yourself a Grenoble
no.
person? You consider yourself a Parisian?
Yes, I always considered myself as a Parisian because when I grew up, I felt like there is nothing in Grenoble for me.
Yeah.
It was so weird, and that's why when me and my bigger brother, no, I have two brothers.
Now, from
One-
the same mother and father? No. You were
No.
just...
I'm the...
Yeah, right. You're the... You're the odd one out.
I have two bigger brothers. One is 28 and one is 23 now. Two or
Okay.
three? I can't remember.
Right. And so what was the age gap between you being the baby
Yeah.
of 3?
Yeah, I was with my bigger brother.
Mm-hmm.
We have 9 years
Oh, wow.
of old, and
Okay.
the other one we have 3 years old.
Okay.
So me and
The
my-
next one.
yeah, the
The
next
middle
one,
child.
yeah, the middle. We wanted to move back to Paris, like so bad.
At what age?
I was maybe. I started to ask when I was 12
Wow.
because I wanted to do modeling, and I knew that there is nothing in Grenoble
Wow,
for
at
me.
12. Okay, so
No, I know that I want to be a model since I have 6.
since you were 6 years old, that's wicked.
Yes.
Now, how did that formulate that idea for you at such a young age? How did you know this?
Okay. So, it's something weird because when I was a super little baby, my mom told me that when she born me, when she
Gave birth.
yeah, when she gave birth, she looked at me. She was not like super happy because her life was like a disaster.
Yeah.
But she said in her mind, "Oh, this baby is so weird. She has such long legs."
Oh yeah, it's the model legs. She had the legs, man.
Yeah.
That's
And
funny.
when I was like around 1.5, 2, my mom has she has a friend. He was doing clothes.
Oh.
And he told my mom, "This girl, she's gonna be a model. I know it
Wow.
already."
That's
and my
so
mom, she
funny.
was like, "No way, she's gonna
Yes.
be a medicine, or she
Oh,
a doctor,
yeah.
or she gonna be a lawyer."
Have a
but
proper
not,
job.
yeah, she's not gonna be a model. So when I was 6, I watched the TV. I was like in front of the TV, and I saw a show.
America's not next top model.
No,
France is not next top model.
no, it was. I think he was on the journal.
Okay.
And he was maybe a Victoria's Secret show or something like that.
Oh,
a
wow.
lingerie show. And I was like, wow.
A catwalk
What's
show.
happened?
And that was it. You saw these beautiful models walking down a catwalk.
Yeah, and I remember I told myself, I hope that I'm going to be beautiful and big
to
like
do
her.
that.
So I can do that too.
Wow.
And my mom arrived on the saloon and she on the living room and she said, "What are you looking at? Remove that."
Yes, because they were in their lingerie.
So
That was it.
yeah.
Okay,
Since this
so-
day, I knew.
So, is the ambition still, or has it even been? Have you achieved it yet? To walk in
No.
a Victoria's Secret fashion show yet? Not yet.
It's not like my goal,
Dream.
ultimate goal.
Yes, but modeling as in general happened. Okay,
Yeah.
so then did you after that you were 6? So from 6 to 12 it was just a general idea. And then at 12 what happened to make it more concretized
Okay.
and more serious for you? And were you always pretty? Did you always think of
No,
yourself
oh
as beautiful?
my God, no! I was the ugliest girl in the classroom.
Really?
You
Oh, that's
know,
hard to believe.
every year, like guys on the class, they
Yes.
do like a classmate.
They don't.
They do.
Wow.
This girl is the most beautiful, so this is the first one, this is the
Oh,
second
yeah.
one, and I was always the last one or the one like before.
Jesus Christ. So what kind of school was it? And what kind of area in Grenoble was it? Was it very mixed?
Yeah, it was.
It was.
Grenoble is so mixed, so mixed. I was in a public school.
Yeah. Was the school system good? Was it
Yeah.
good? So good school lunches?
Yeah, it was. Yes, I love eat lunches.
You love to
like-
eat, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
like everything was fine.
Great.
I didn't have a lot of friends because I was the weird one, you know. Because when I was younger, my hair was so thick and so I cannot like control them. It was not possible. So my mom,
Yes.
she did like some corns with my hair. It was so weird. It was so ugly.
Yeah.
Now I see the pictures. I think
They're
it's
really
cute.
cute. Yeah.
But at this age, but I didn't care.
No.
I
You
was
weren't
like
aware. You
doing
didn't
my
care.
life, you know.
Yes.
With my friend, I had like maybe 2, 3 friends. That's it. But I was really I was funny. I was a funny girl.
Funny
Yeah, I was funny. I was a funny girl.
and happy
Yeah, really happy.
and a happy girl.
Really, really happy.
What was your zodiac sign? I always ask everybody.
Libra.
Okay.
So, but everyone, when I was in primary, I was the weird one. And when I goes to the middle school, I
Yeah.
was the funny one.
Okay. Class
And-
clown.
Yeah. I was the funny one. Everyone told me like I was so funny, all of my jokes and everything, but I
Right.
was ugly. Always.
Okay. So when did the ugliness leave and the beauty?
I don't know
Arrive.
if I'm beautiful, but when puberty comes,
Yes.
was like
you
a-
changed. You became a swan.
yeah, I was really thin. I started to get thicker like maybe 1 year or 2 years ago. So I was really thin.
Skinny.
I was really tall. I tried to find myself in the style, in the way that I wanted to be, and that's where like I start to put some makeup on myself to control, to find like a fake beauty.
Right.
I faked my beauty before, like during
Before
my
the actual
puberty.
beauty came. Right?
It's true. I
Fake it
faked
till you make it,
yes,
babe.
yeah.
You did it. You faked it till you bloody made it.
Literally.
To top model.
Literally.
That's wild.
I was wearing
So
a lot of
was the
makeup.
goal and the plan still to model
Yes.
at that point?
But I didn't tell anybody. People were telling me, "Oh, you should be model," because I was tall.
Tall, yeah.
That's it. Just for that.
Right.
But it was on my head. It was on my head. And then when I turned 12, I saw this elite concours.
Model competition.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, the
Where
age
did you see it? Where was this broadcast? How
on
did you know?
internet.
It was on the internet. Okay.
Yeah, it was on internet. I think it was on the Facebook publicity.
Okay. Yeah.
So I saw it. I was like, "What the hell? This is my moment. I'm gonna
This
be
is
Naomi
it.
Campbell."
That's right, babe.
But I was 12. And
Was
the
Naomi
age-
an influence?
Huh?
Naomi was an influence.
No.
You didn't know
I
who she
didn't-
was.
Yeah, I
In
know,
general.
I knew who she was. Yeah,
Yeah.
in general. But I didn't, at this age, I didn't
Yeah.
have any influence. Like
Knowledge about fashion
people
industry.
who...
Yeah.
I just knew that I wanted to be a model. That's it.
But you knew enough about Naomi that you could be the next Naomi.
Yeah. No, but it was on my mind, huh? I was...
Right.
So, I arrived. I saw that the age to participate was 13.
Okay.
I was 12.
Yeah.
But I was thinking that I was
Didn't
so
matter.
incredible, so they will take me.
So that sense of confidence, where did that come from? That you knew
Oh,
it?
it's true.
Having been graded as the ugliest in the class your whole freaking childhood, where did that confidence and knowledge that you were beautiful and you could actually be a model come from if no one was telling you and reinforcing
it's
that?
True. I didn't thought that I was beautiful. Not at all. I thought I was ugly and I will never. But a thing, when I was looking at the mirror, like I was looking at the mirror and I told myself, I don't know why all those people think I'm ugly. I don't see that I don't see that I'm beautiful, but I don't see that I'm that ugly. You see what I mean?
Yes, absolutely.
I was
you were okay. You were okay
Yeah,
with the person you were looking at.
So
You really knew secretly, you knew deep down that you were beautiful.
or I knew that in the future I'm gonna be not
You're gonna
that.
kill it.
So what was the question?
The question, where did the confidence come from?
Okay, I think it came from my mother, not but the fact that she were really
Encouraging? Positive?
No, not at all. You know, she was just working,
Ah.
and we can see I saw the affection when she were like, that's so cute. Okay, she was working a lot, but she always wanted to have a girl. And I was mixed, so she was like, ooh, around me.
Good.
She was always doing my hair and everything. And I saw the affection by those things.
Her actions.
You see?
Not what she said, but what she was doing.
What she was doing with me.
And her enjoyment of it.
Yeah.
She
was
enjoyed
not like,
you.
she was like, come here, I'm gonna do your hair and everything. And I was like, oh, you hurt me. She's like, stay here. And I was just like, okay. But it was like a love affection.
Yeah.
I think that being with a woman that's strong, who raised their child alone, who fight for their child, you know, I think the confidence came from here because I was telling myself I cannot disappoint her with those things, you know.
I see.
So
you had to be strong in a sense,
like her,
for your mother as an example, because she set that example. So you couldn't be anything but strong.
And I was not plain. I was a charge, like a heavy charge for her.
A burden for her, yes.
So I cannot be like, oh, I feel ugly. Oh, mommy, I can't wear that. You see?
Yes.
I don't want to put her much problem that she has at this moment.
You saved her from your own particular misgivings or...
I knew that the fact that to see hard things since I'm so young, those little artificial things are not that heavy in the life.
Right.
So it was not really important for me.
Right.
I knew that I wanted to be a model, and that's it.
Simple.
I knew that I have to be thin and tall. I didn't think about the beauty. I didn't think about the hair and no.
Let alone the personality and the spirit.
Yeah.
Right? Which you had anyway, so you didn't really have to think about that.
Yeah.
Because the funny, happy, ebullient, energetic you was always part and parcel. And that is not to be discounted in what a model can be. It's not everything, and it's not even the first thing, but it's important.
It's so important.
Yeah.
It's so important.
So, at what point did you consider yourself, if at all, beautiful? Was there one day that you actually looked in the mirror and you thought, yes, you are a model, you are beautiful, you're as beautiful as any other model working today, walking catwalks and being photographed? Did that happen, that realization, yes, I am beautiful?
It's happened, but not in a good way. Because I told you that I was putting a lot of makeup to transform myself so the people can see me in another way. So I start to use it into perfectioning my face, but it was not really my face because I was putting a lot of contour and
But did you look wild? Was it amazing?
Huh?
But was it amazing?
For my age, it was. I was like 13 or like 14, so
was that
it was really young.
Was that through the internet? Because
that,
today
when
they
I
have...
learned?
Yeah, maybe it was earlier than that. You know, today my daughter watches James Charles on YouTube,
true.
and there's a whole culture now of being able to learn makeup.
Yeah,
you didn't have that.
No, I didn't have that.
You had to teach yourself.
Yeah, I teach myself with my own structure. I saw what is beautiful, and I did contour way before.
Wow, no one taught you this?
No. I did by myself. I tried for some holidays. People going to holidays and this city. Me, I was on the bathroom with my makeup, the makeup of my mother.
Wow, she knew this was going out. She was happy that you were doing this.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
She was so happy. She thought that it was because she saw that I was transforming myself and I was playing and I was loving it. Yes. Of course, I was using her things, so she was not really happy about that.
Right.
But when we goes outside of the room, when we go out, all the people were saying, "Oh, I love her makeup. Oh, your daughter is so beautiful. She's so beautiful." And this is where I start to think that I was not really ugly
anymore. Because beauty's the opposite.
Yeah, but it was by the makeup.
Right.
So for a lot of years, I was really unconfident with myself when I didn't have any
makeup on.
So I was going and putting some and putting. It was, it's not really good. It's like a
vicious cycle.
Yeah.
Because you're dependent on the makeup.
I was so dependent.
The
and
mask,
then,
the mask,
Yeah,
the-
the mask. And I was doing like drag queen things, like colored makeup.
Wow, you must have looked amazing though.
Now that I see the pictures, I'm like, oh my God.
But freaky, right? For
Yeah.
someone so young to be dressing in such a
Yeah.
strong way or looking. Did you have clothes to go with it, this
No.
look?
No.
It was just normal clothes and a crazy face.
Clothes of my mother.
Oh, wow. So that made you look older as well,
Yes,
didn't it?
really old.
So no one knew you were 13.
No.
Did you get the attention of men at that time?
Yes.
Of course, right?
But it's weird because when I go outside, and since I'm young, I'm like that. I always, when I go somewhere, I go to the direction. So I
Direct.
look at the direction, and I don't see everything's going on
Right.
around me.
Yep.
It's always people who tell me, "Oh my God, this person like is following you, or is looking at you, or
You
saying
were
this or
oblivious.
saying that."
Yes.
And I was like, "Oh, you sure? I didn't heard it." Or you see.
Ah.
So
So is Grenoble small enough a town for you to be known and recognized?
Yeah.
Oh, there goes that funny
Yeah.
13-year-old with the makeup on.
yeah.
So that people could, you sort of had a little bit of a reputation already, or you were seen, you were...
Not a reputation, because I was just going out with my mother. I cannot like go out with my friends and everything. It was not possible for me.
Okay.
But just with my mother, all the time that we goes to the center,
Yeah.
the center,
The shopping centre?
or something like that.
Yeah.
Everyone was like looking at me, and then
Yeah.
we start to talk with people, but
Right.
it was people of my mom age, like
Okay, yes,
there
right.
was not like people in my age and everything.
So when did at school, when did the boys start to see
Oh,
you?
really? Not at this moment.
Not at that moment.
Because 14 years old boys
Right.
don't want to have like
That's
a
true.
makeup. This girl like so weird that she's
A drag queen coming
Yeah,
at them.
yeah, they don't want it. So maybe when I was like 15 years old.
When did the makeup come off? Obviously, you didn't have makeup on at school.
I was.
You did.
Yes.
And without problems from teachers, or? They were fine.
Yeah, they were fine.
Wow.
I was lucky by
That's
this like
crazy.
things, yeah. But the makeup started to when
Go?
I remove my makeup and I feel comfortable. I don't feel really comfortable without makeup.
Still
Yeah,
today.
I can go out and everything, but I'm not gonna feel like. You see?
Perfect.
Yeah,
Without it.
I need it.
The
I
armor,
still need
the
but
mask, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so
Not at 100%. Maybe I need 13 at least.
13% makeup.
It's in
To
process.
get out the house.
I'm working on it.
But isn't there a culture in France also? I mean, it's almost a cliche that in Parisian women will dress up and put their lipstick on
and-
just to go and get a baguette at the local corner store.
It's true.
So there's an emphasis on looking a certain way and the appearances in the culture itself.
It's true, but I don't think that it came from here for me because all of my friends were really
Weren't like
natural.
that, yeah.
My mother, she don't even care
Ah, okay.
about it.
Right.
So
Right.
it was just me trying to be confident with myself.
Yeah.
And still today, when nobody saw me, but I'm talking with someone or everything, if I don't feel comfortable with myself, I have to put a little bit of makeup in.
Ah.
Okay, I feel better now. You see?
Right.
So,
So that's the prop. That's the that you have to have and that you need to débarrasse yourself from to be completely free. You have
Yeah.
to let go of that prop at some point.
yeah. And I had some skin problems too.
Oh yeah, because of the bloody makeup.
Maybe.
No, of course you
Maybe, but
clogs
it
pores and
was
stuff.
acne too.
Oh, it's a bit of both.
Yeah. So,
Fair enough.
like the fact that I put a lot of makeup
Yeah,
was
it doesn't
like,
help. Doesn't
yeah.
help. Let's face it. Okay. So, this elite model competition.
Yeah.
Tell me about that. Tell me about the whole day. Tell me what the process was.
It was amazing. The first time that I did the competition, it was amazing. I was 13. It was a year after because they refused me.
At 12.
At 12.
So you'd already participated in the one at 12. Or no, you couldn't
No,
even.
no,
so
I
you couldn't
couldn't
even go. You
even.
couldn't have applied. You couldn't apply.
So I was 13. I applied. We were supposed to go in Lyon, and my mother, she was a poor woman, but she believed in me a lot. So she bought a ticket, and we now in Lyon.
You went together?
Yeah, yes, always.
She accompanied you.
We've been to this competition. I saw a lot of girls, a lot.
How many were there, do you think? Thousands?
Hundreds.
Hundreds and hundreds.
And it was I saw beautiful girls, like amazing girls. And I was so little, I was 13.
Yeah.
And there was like older girls, like 16, 17. But I didn't really look at the other girls because I was focused on myself.
Great.
And we've gone, and it was amazing. I was feeling like, ooh. So we passed the first, you know.
Do they make you walk?
You have to do a catwalk, like you're like 5. You pass by 5 person. You walk, and then they said, we keep you. You can go, that's that. So I walk, and I walk, and I was waiting for my
call.
Yeah, for my call, and it was like, I was shaking, I was everything. And they said my name, so I was like, okay, I'm sure I will be a model now. Okay,
right.
It's good.
That was it. You only need one.
They are professional.
They know what they're doing.
So after this, they put makeup on you.
They did.
Yeah, and there is a second round. So now I'm on the second round, and I'm waiting, and they didn't call me. So when my mom came back to me, she was like, it's okay. And I was like, yes, it's okay.
You were really devastated at that point.
I was devastated. During the trip from Lyon to Grenoble, I was so sad. At the point that I was getting a little bit sick. And it was not the fact that que j'ai échoué.
That you failed.
That I failed. It was the fact that my mom paid.
And you felt guilty.
Yeah.
You'd let her down.
I felt so guilty. It was so hard for me.
That's tough.
And she told me, it's okay. We're gonna go back. We're gonna go back next year. We're gonna come back like next year. Maybe it was not your year. It's okay. No, don't worry about it. But I felt so guilty. So
anyway.
All the year.
You felt shit.
I was like, okay, maybe if I put my makeup like this, it's going to be better.
So you turned it around positively, quickly, because your mother had said next year. Yeah. It's not like she said, well, that's it, you're done now.
No.
She was wanting to go back for some more.
She paid those tickets. I had to be a model at this time because she paid them.
That's it. She was not going to be denied at that point.
No, at all. She always been so supportive.
That's amazing.
So supportive.
And that's really where it shows, is when there are disappointments and there are failures, and how you react to that.
Yeah, really.
Is the real test.
So I failed the elite competition 4 times, I think.
4 times. Oh my God.
But all the time I was like, okay, it's not my year. It's going to be next year.
So how many years is this now, age-wise? So it was first of all 13, 14 and 15.
Yeah, 15.
That weren't your years.
Now, at
16.
Arrived at 15, I saw another competition. So I told it was not a really famous one. So I told myself, you're gonna do elite, and you're gonna do this other one. If you don't win in this other one, you're gonna stop it because it means that it's not for you.
After 4 times. Yeah. After 3 times.
3 times
losing.
So I applied for this other competition, and it was, for applying you have to pay again. So I was like,
you always have to pay.
I was like, okay, mommy, I'm sorry. Give me your card.
How much is it, by the way?
It was 35. It was
35.
It was not that expensive, but for us,
yes,
at the end of the month,
it was expensive. You needed that $35 for other things.
Yeah. So.
Francs. Euros. It's euros now. I'm showing my age. I'm showing my age.
It's okay. So we applied, and after maybe I received a call from the members of the competition. They told my mom, because we put the number of my mom, I think. Yes. They told my mom, your daughter, she has something. We really want her to go in Lyon so we can see her at the day of the competition. So we really want you to go. And I was like, oh my God, mommy, oh my God.
That's it. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, they knew. It was like a really
So you met
heavy
these
sensation.
people. You met them.
I met them. So I went to the competition.
Yes.
The day arrived.
Yeah.
I went to Lyon again.
Yeah.
With my mother.
This is 4th time now.
Yeah.
Guys, this is really the wonderful takeaway from your story, is that persistence and
always.
self-belief, even in the face of defeat, can't be denied ultimately at some point.
And it was not finished because I persisted a lot of time, even when I became model.
So that was just the beginning.
Yeah, it was the beginning.
But at least you were used to it. You were formed in those circumstances.
And when you receive like slaps again and again, you become stronger. So you can't even feel them.
Wow.
So you just say like, okay, it's okay. Next time.
Next.
It's gonna be the next one. It's gonna be the next one. And you just going through and going in. You just on avance.
Yeah, and forward.
Yeah,
forward
you just go forward all the time. So at this competition, I saw like those smiles and maybe
acknowledgements.
Yeah.
Positive
from
feedback.
the judges.
Yeah.
So I was confident with myself.
Yeah.
I came back to Grenoble. I worked like for 1 or 2 months, and I received a call again. Okay, Ange-Marie, we really want you to see you in Paris this time because we want to see you in Paris. That's it. Those dates you have to come.
But hang on, this was 1 or 2 months after So did you think it was a no again because you didn't hear back immediately?
I knew that there was they was doing the tour of the France, the France tour.
I see. So it took time.
So you have to wait for all the cities, and there is this day that they will say those persons are the finalist one. There is 10 girls, 10 boys, and so I was waiting, and then I received this call.
Yeah.
And they told me that I have to go to Paris, and
How exciting.
This moment I said, okay, Mom, we're moving to Paris. I was supposed to say 3 days. So those 3 days, I'm going to search an apartment and we're going to move. And my mom, she said, if you can find an apartment, we're going to move. We arrived to Paris. 1 day after, I had an apartment. I was like, everything on the Bon Coin and everything. I was like, okay, no. And we got an apartment.
In a day.
So my mom was so proud of me. She was like, oh my God, look at my daughter. She do that and that and that.
Be denied.
And
wow. And then she agreed to move. So you moved?
Yeah, because she knew that I was asking her for so long time.
Since
my
12.
bigger brother too. And she was on a divorce too. So she didn't have nothing there to stay.
Right.
So it was the moment, I think, for her to turn a page.
Started fresh.
Yeah. And with my project, with my goal, she was trusting me, and she knew that if I want something so bad, you're gonna have it.
Yeah.
So she was so supportive, and she knew that it was the only thing that I can do to realize my goal, my dream.
That's right.
So we moved.
Wow. Do you remember the names of the 2 people who had originally contacted you in this other? Are they still in your life?
I don't know if I can tell it because they still doing the concours. And if I tell everything, everyone gonna knows if they don't call you.
Okay, you want to keep some trade secrets.
Yeah, for them.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
I don't want to mix up their business.
But personally, you know, you remember them.
Yes,
sort of.
But then, sorry, my
cup
is going like everywhere.
Don't worry.
Then something happened with them. So when something bad happens to me, I prefer forget it until je préfère l'oublier que de le garder dans moi.
Yeah, than to keep it in
my heart.
Yeah.
So I prefer like remove everyone who do bad things to me, so I can going forward without any
baggage.
Yeah. So we went to Paris, they shot me and everything. Then at the day they tell that I was on the 10 finalist.
You 10
girl finalist.
Yeah.
So I was
How did that
happy.
feel? It felt good.
It felt more than good. I've never, maybe one time. This sensation is like beyond everything.
Your dreams came
It's
true.
like you're just crying and you feel like you're gonna felt.
You were
like-
overcome with emotion.
Yeah, it's too much.
It was too much. Overwhelming. Overwhelming.
Yeah, and my mom, she was so like, she was crying, and me too. And
It was an amazing
day,
result after
yeah.
all of that you
Yeah.
went through to get that.
It was really.
An
So
achievement.
yeah, really. So we went to Paris again because the finale was there. It was
Yes.
like maybe 4 days all together,
Okay.
meeting agencies and everything.
Wow.
And then it was a show at the end, so they can say, oh, who are the winner?
Yeah.
A girl and a boy.
Wow, the ultimate winners.
Yeah. So I knew that I was not the winner since the beginning because
Why?
they, you know, when they have something, when you have something with someone, you know it. Even if it's a judge, you know that something happened between you. There is like little
Energy?
smile. There is this energy, and I didn't
Feel it.
yeah. So I knew already, but I was this hope. You know, you always
Yes,
hope.
of course.
But I saw on some girls, you see.
Mm.
So I wasn't
Did
at
you?
the final. I was right. I didn't win.
But did you approve of the girls who won? Did you think that they deserved to win? No, you thought you deserved to win instead.
I don't know. I didn't at this time. I didn't have the shoulders to win. I think I was too young. It's bizarre because I'm super mature. I was really mature for my age, but
Yeah.
at the time I was at the same time I was really like a child. I was
Yeah.
fragile. I was sensitive.
Yeah.
I didn't think that it was my
You didn't
place
own it.
for the
You
moment.
didn't own it.
Yeah, I knew it. At this moment, I didn't knew it, but now, when I see the past,
Yes.
It wasn't my place
Right.
to win.
Right.
But it was fine
Yeah.
because we signed a contract
With
for
a
mother
model
agency. No, mother agency,
Ah, yes.
not model.
Oh, the mother first.
Yeah. So they
Okay.
had to find me an agency. They had to everything.
So how long did that take between signing with the mother agent and did you understand the significance of that? Did you think, okay, this is the beginning of my career as a model?
Yes.
You knew that was going to happen.
Yeah,
And then,
I knew.
so what was the next period of finding an agency?
Okay, so it was maybe in August. No, it was in July. It was in June.
Okay, June, July, August.
It was in
Going
it was in
backwards.
June, so
Yeah.
you have to pass the summer.
Yeah.
And it's September.
Right.
You're gonna have to search an agency and everything.
Yeah.
And I knew during the summer I didn't saw any enthusiasm to me. They didn't ask me to go to a photo shoot, maybe to start a book. I had nothing. So in August I tell my mom, I was like, Mom, sit please. I don't feel it. They do nothing. They don't even call me to know what I'm doing or everything. I am in Paris. We have all the opportunities here. Let's
Go.
go.
Find them.
Yeah, let's go. Other people who gonna cares about me really.
Wow. That
So-
takes something. I'm sorry, that takes a certain maturity, maybe
Yeah.
even.
Maybe, yeah. And I was so... I don't want it. I didn't move to Paris to do nothing. You see what I mean?
Yeah. You were ambitious. You had to get things
Yeah.
done. You moved there
That's why, yes.
for a reason.
So
You had to get busy.
Yeah, yes, I wanted. I didn't ever... it's not that I didn't care about school. It's like I knew that there is something bigger.
Yeah. Were you at
Outside.
school? No,
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
the summer
I-
holidays. It was
yeah,
the
it
vacances
was-
anyway.
Yeah, it was the holidays anyway.
But you were
That's why
gonna
it was
start
the
school.
moment
Yes,
to
to
start
make
something
it happen.
because I'm gonna go to school after.
Yes, in September.
So I moved. I don't think they really understand why I moved, but I just fell in myself. I was the first one who moved, like maybe a month after.
Oh, wow.
And I had nobody for like maybe 2 months or 3 months, and I don't know.
Hang on, you moved by yourself?
Yeah. I moved the
Without
mother
your
agency.
mother? Oh. Okay.
No.
You're already
with
there.
my
Yeah,
mother
sorry.
and my family. Yeah, I bring
Yes, you
everybody with me.
So you changed mother agency.
Yeah. I had nothing first, and then by mistake, I don't know if it's by mistake or
Fate.
yeah, but someone else came to me. This person was the same. Nothing's going on, and maybe it was not the fact that I didn't like a normal person. When you have multiple model agency, they will say, okay, nothing's happened. It's not for me. I'm gonna leave it.
Right.
But no, it was not going to my head. Like I was
Right.
like, no,
It
this
didn't
is
bother
not
you.
the good person.
You weren't bothered.
Yeah.
You weren't bothered.
I know that this is my job. No. Let's move.
That's
I
amazing.
move again, and I find my real mother agency that I have now. And for a year, I meet agencies and I meet everybody, and nobody wanted to have me in their agency.
A year.
Nobody.
Did you?
And
You met everybody? Did you meet all of the agencies in
I
Paris?
think I met 99% of the agencies in Paris. I don't know if it's good to sell that, to tell that in camera.
It's the reality.
Yeah, it's the reality. And I was starting to have acne too.
Mm-mm.
So agency was telling me, oh,
Yeah.
she has too much acne.
Yeah.
She's too like fat around the
Bottom.
on the bottom.
Thighs.
No, we have girls like this in Paris. Mixed girls. It's difficult, but
Is that right?
it's right. My God,
Yeah, it's right.
Paris is a really, really difficult market.
Of course.
But I was really focused and I wanted to have something.
So you moved to a new school.
Oh?
You had a new school in the September.
Yeah, I had a new school, yeah.
How was that? Were you different going back to school as a model than when you left as a non-model, your last school? Do boys think of you differently because you'd been in this competition?
Maybe older boys.
Yeah.
Because I
Could
was so
appreciate you.
mature
Yeah, right.
that the boys of my age was
didn't know what
not
to do with
even
you.
like they was like impressed. And I was so tall and I was wearing heels all the time.
Right.
Because I was on this thing, the model thing.
Where
I was on
heels. You had to look the part.
Yeah. So not really. I didn't have really the success with the boys.
So then what happened? So were you shooting at all?
Okay.
You didn't have an agency yet?
No, nobody.
99%. I don't want to say it
They
again.
met me and they didn't
and
want me
passed.
at all.
99% of the agencies in Paris passed.
And okay, I met a director, an agency director, director agency. No, a casting director. And d'ailleurs, Brice Compagnon.
Important
Hi.
shout out. Shout out to the
Shout
these
out
are the
to
people.
Brice Compagnon.
They're freaking important, man.
They are.
They are.
And he got me my first job for David
Casting
Mallet,
director. Oh yeah.
the hairdresser, and he was a publicity. But there was having a problem because I didn't have any agency, so they can't pay me. You see what I mean?
Yep.
They cannot pay me at this moment. So Brice Compagnon find like a publicity agency, so I can go like sign
Advertising
there like
agency.
this. Yeah.
They got an
And-
advertising agency to pay you through them. So when you got this job, this was your first ever job.
Oh my God.
What was that like? This was it. You booked a bloody job.
Yes. But
you hadn't been photographed the whole time
No.
up until then?
No, Brice Compagnon did some shoots with me for his magazine and everything, but I was just doing his things.
Yeah.
His things, not personally, but his magazine, his casting, you see?
Yeah.
So I was really new face.
Right.
Nobody knows
Right.
me, just him.
Yeah.
But he liked me a lot at this time. Mwah,
Yeah.
Brice.
Yeah, that's important.
And so I went to this advertising agency.
Yeah.
And I didn't know at this moment, it was in December, but they was planning to open a woman modeling agency. But I didn't know. And they were like, okay, you can sign. We want to see you maybe in February. to see. I was like, okay, let's see in February. But it didn't go to my mind that they was planning something. Not at all. So I did this job.
How was that? This is your first ever job.
My first ever job was with a man that I didn't know on like a shower thing. I was topless.
No, you're joking me.
And we were supposed to look like a couple in the shower.
Wow.
Like putting...
Oh my God. Were you 18 at this point?
I was 16.
16.
And the guy was
that
like
legal?
25. He was
Wow.
like smaller than me.
Oh
So
no.
I
It
was-
sounds like a nightmare.
And I was topless.
Wow. That was your
Everybody-
first...
I was like, ugh, oh my
Oh
God.
my God.
He was a nice, he's a
He
nice
was nice.
boy. Really, he's
Yeah.
a nice boy. But
Wow, that
I
was,
was
quite
like,
a first experience.
but I looked really professional in this job.
Yes.
It was my first chance, so I had to do it.
Yeah.
And it was my first job, so I loved it.
Yes.
Of course, when
You enjoyed it, man.
yeah, of course.
This was it?
I was so
Did you feel confident?
no.
But
not
you
at all.
faked it.
Yeah, I faked it. Fake it until
Brilliant.
you make it.
Brilliant.
But
Were they happy with it? Did you see the commercial? Did you
Yes.
see the ads?
My boyfriend didn't want to look
Yeah,
at it.
yeah, right.
He didn't. Since this day,
He's
he
not seen
never
it.
know.
Wow.
He will be like so.
He's like you. He's not looking
Yeah.
at the negative. He's moving forward.
But I saw the publicity, and it's a really good one.
Great.
It's a really good one.
That's so
I like
cool.
it a lot.
All right. So at that point, this was a big moment because you'd actually freaking done the job. You've done the job. So did that give you so much more confidence to build on?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, really.
Okay. When did they get you the agency?
Okay,
So it started, right? Because they created an agency.
yeah, they created an agency, so I signed with them. I was so happy, but at the same time, I was at school, so I was like, okay, how can I manage
Both things.
both? And I was telling myself it's gonna be really hard. But Paris is a really difficult market, and
Yeah.
it was not hard at all because I was at school because there is nothing for me in
Yeah.
Paris.
Right.
Maybe couples of clips, video clips,
Video clips.
or test shoots.
Did you do them?
Yes, because
That's
I
all
needed
there was.
money to give to my mommy.
Yes. Now your mum obviously was very proud at this
Oh,
point
she
because
was.
you did.
Yeah.
She see the advertising? She saw the commercial.
She was like, yes,
Yes,
girl, go
yes.
get it. I like it a lot.
Yes.
Look at you when you like this, when you like that.
Yes.
She don't care. She can see me naked.
She
like
didn't mind.
She will be like, oh,
Yes.
this is my girl.
That's right. That's fantastic.
Even sometimes when I post pictures on my Instagram, when I'm
Yeah.
like topless or
Yeah.
in bra,
Yeah.
I'm like, what do you think? She's like, oh my God, I love it. Post it.
Do it. Do it.
So she was really proud, and I was super happy because I was doing a little bit of money. Like when I said maybe 100
Yeah.
or like
Little
15
tiny.
euros in a month, but for me it was a lot. you
Yeah.
know, and for my age, like I was
Exactly,
17.
exactly.
I
At
was
school still.
in my mom house.
Absolutely.
I can buy my candy.
Yes. You were good. You were good. You had made it.
So I was happy. But at the moment, when you start to stay on the same thing and you see
Yep.
the other ones, they goes like bigger and bigger and they
Yeah.
go upper and upper and
Yeah.
you're still here.
Yep.
You're just asking yourself,
You had doubts?
what's going on? Like, I don't want to stay like that all of my life. Like,
Yeah.
I want to be a model. I want to live.
Through modeling.
Yeah.
And earn money through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, And when my career passed like something big happened, it was when I signed in New York.
Okay, so Paris was not the
no,
market for you,
no,
we
at
established.
all. At all.
And so what happened? Who was your eventual agency? What were they called? The first?
Cover. Oh,
Okay.
the first one before the publicity? No, the publicity.
Yeah, the agency.
It's the publicity agency name is Contrebande,
Okay.
and they create cover model
Right. Okay.
agency.
Okay.
So I was like maybe for a year and a half, maybe
Mm-hmm.
2. I can't remember.
Mhm.
It was nothing happens, and during a summer, a boy that I don't even know, I don't know him at all. He's a model. he sent me a DM and he said, "Oh, I love your pictures. I just sent them to my booker in New York." I was like, "What?
Nice.
What happened? I don't even know you.
Yes,
Who are
right.
you?" So he said, "Okay, give me your number. I'm gonna give it to my booker, and he's gonna call you." So I did it, and
Nice.
a booker from New York like called me in FaceTime. So he was like, "Okay, I give your number, so he's gonna call you in a couple minutes." I had like maybe I think because I was like in pyjama and everything,
Yeah.
I put myself makeup
Your
and
makeup.
everything, and
So fast.
4 minutes.
Amazing.
So I was waiting with my phone.
Wow.
And he called me and we was like chatting and I saw that he was liking me a lot and we started to send mails and everything. So I called my model agent and my model agent said, "Oh my God, stop everything. I don't want you to sign with them." Maybe he thought that he was, if I'm paired, he gonna lose me.
Who's going to lose you?
Because I
Go
gonna
to New
sign with them
And
and he's gonna be my mother agent in New York and everything.
Right.
So he said like
Threatened. No.
yeah, like no, don't say anything, don't talk to them anymore, this board, anyone. Stay
Done.
calm. I was like, okay, I'm gonna stay calm. The next day, he called me and he said, "Okay, you're gonna sign with Heroes Models in New York." I was like, is that fast to find me an agency in New York? Like for a year. I tried in Paris and New York it's taking a day. It's like what
And
the hell?
not even an official
Yeah.
way, a completely
It's
random
like-
stranger way.
It's so weird. And I met before that. I met Adam Salman in Paris for a show. Like I was signed with cover, like everything in and out. And I met Adam Salman for his show. He was doing a collaboration with Birkenstock.
Okay, yeah, great. 90s.
So when he saw me, he told me, like, he took me for his show and everything, and he told me, Ange-Marie, I want to have you in my show in New York next Fashion Week. So it was in September, and we were maybe in July.
Right.
So I was like,
That's
you
it.
want to have me?
I know. New York
Oh,
Fashion
New York.
Week, here we come.
I told him, okay, I will be there. But in my head, I was like, I don't even have an agency in New York. I don't even have the money to go in New York.
How am I going to be there? Yeah, right. But you were there.
Yeah, and this is the weird thing of my life.
Yeah.
It's like something happens
Yeah.
and then everything goes to the
Yes.
same way. So at the end of the story, I have the money to go. I have the agency. I have everything
Ready
ready
for
to
you
go.
to go.
It's
Wow.
so weird. And so
Isn't it just the sheer power of intention? That your intention and your focus is so
it's so,
freaking...
yeah, strong.
The desire is so overwhelming, is so great that things come together, energy is formed for you to achieve those goals
yeah.
because that is the force of your own
yeah.
manifestation.
Yeah, I think it's that.
I think it's that too.
I think it's that. And it's something...
Because it was proved all again and again and again.
It's so weird. Like, what the fuck is happening in my
Yes.
life to everything goes like this?
Yeah.
Like, it's weird.
Now, did you keep in contact with the guy who DM'd you
No,
and got you a
because
freaking agent
I
in New
was-
York? Not
At
even.
this time, I
Wow.
was so...
He must feel good.
I don't want to see him anymore in my life. If you see that, I'm so sorry.
Oh no.
He's French too, like...
Oh my
and
God,
I know
but he's...
people who knows him. I know
As
that
well.
he's pretty famous. I'm
Is he?
sorry.
Oh my
I'm
God,
sorry.
he's a famous model too.
I'm
That's
so sorry
amazing,
about
but you're
him.
thankful as well
Of
and
course
grateful,
I'm
of
thankful.
course.
Yeah, oh yeah. I
So,
think I have to send him a DM after this video.
right. So you didn't even have to physically go to Heroes in New
No.
York for them to see you. They literally signed you off
With like 3
face.
pictures?
and a FaceTime.
Yeah.
Three-
No. Heroes? No, they didn't FaceTime me.
Oh,
They was the first agency
Oh, they
who
didn't even
wants
see
me.
you?
No,
They-
they just saw like 3 pictures of me.
they booked you on
Heroes.
pictures.
Yeah, they booked on pictures.
That's wild.
That's
So when
That's
did they
mystic.
get? I know, of course, it's mysterious and mystical. Absolutely. So when did you finally get to meet them?
so. We were chatting
September,
by email
right?
too.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And at the end of August, they told me, okay, Ange-Marie, come in New York and let's see for the fashion week.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, let's go. I'm gonna be alone for the first time. My mother
Is not gonna
be
at
with
all.
me. I have to see by myself and to fight
Yeah.
by myself.
In a new city.
And the thing is that I got the money to go there because of my job with Adam Selman, the show.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, that's weird. I'm gonna
That
take
is
my own ticket.
Yeah.
Because, agency can
Mm-hmm.
advance you
And
things.
then you have to pay them back, and then you're in a debt. So you went for the show, but Heroes knew that you were going to do the show.
No.
Ah.
No, they didn't know. They didn't know about the Adam Selman thing and everything. They just signed me and they said, "Come for the New York Fashion Week." So I've been to New York. I've been on the model apartment, and that's the moment that I tell Heroes, "Oh, I have this designer who wants. I did his show in Paris, and he wants me in his show in New York. So if you want to contact him."
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe you should. And myself, I DM the Adam Selman too. I told him, okay, I'm in New York.
Yeah.
If you want to see me.
Right. Here I am.
I am
As discussed, yes.
So he saw me. I did his before the show. You have to put the clothes on and they choose the fittings.
And so, again, was this a milestone? Did you feel that you'd achieved yet another? You're going to walk at a fashion show. Was it the first fashion show? No, because you did the Parisian
But
one.
it was my first fashion show in New York.
Yeah, exactly. Another milestone.
And it was
great.
It was so great.
That's so great.
Like, be around him, see what's going on when they prepare a fashion show in New York, see the people's, like...
What was it like coming to New York for the first time?
It was wild. No, it was not the first time.
Oh, okay.
I've been to New York the summer after with my mom, so we can see around. And we were like planning to see agencies at this moment, but we didn't, and we just like eating in the store.
And you came and you had a good time.
Yeah. So I was like, it was the first time that I've really been in New York with me, and it was so weird because it was the first time that I was with me, just with me.
Ever.
Nobody around me.
No mum anymore. Was it a good feeling?
Yeah, because, when you start to grow, even with your mom is your best friend, you need to find yourself as a person.
Totally.
And I felt like it was the good moment for me. I was enough mature to not do anything in...
Yeah.
So it was really...
Natural.
Yeah, natural, yes. Yeah.
For that to happen.
So I did.
Okay, so what did you do the show? You did the show.
I did shows in New York.
You
casting.
did more shows, and so that was it. So your career had started properly now.
Yeah, really start.
And
like
and you weren't getting 100 euros jobs now. Are we going on to the next level of jobs?
Yeah, but it came slowly,
Yeah.
I didn't do like 10 shows, 20 shows at this fashion week. I did 3 shows.
Okay.
But for me, it was big.
Right.
So now at this moment, I had to go back to Paris.
Yeah.
To go to school, but I had to go back to Paris for the Paris Fashion Week. For me, it was that.
And you did.
When I came to New York, ma rentrée,
your return?
Yeah. For like school, return start already. So like I missed the first month.
The first month of school. Shit.
Because I missed the first month because I've been to New York Fashion Week and then I came back to Paris.
Of course.
And I was supposed to go to school, but I had too much casting. So because now the New York casting director moved to Paris, and you have to see them again.
Of course you do.
So
did you feel at this point that it was not going to be so easy to balance school and modeling?
Yes.
It was very obvious.
It was so difficult. I was not even
stressful?
I'm a really stressed person.
I'm
a person
easily.
Who think a lot.
Too much.
To the future.
You overthink, overplan. You're Libran.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
Like it's.
You're plotting and planning and strategizing and.
So I was so stressed. Like I was under the light.
Oh my God.
It was a nightmare at this moment, but I
so
was
mentally
so
you were under pressure and it was did it affect you emotionally? Did it affect?
Of course, yeah.
It did.
I was
stressed out.
I was stressed out. I was crying, but not in a sad way,
Yeah,
in
out
a
of
happy
just
way, but
overwhelmed,
like,
overwhelmed,
yeah,
overwhelmment.
because I'm someone really. I'm not gonna say I have a really strong mental, but my body at
Breaks
this
down.
moment
Right,
was so
feels
fragile.
it. Right,
like,
right.
So
And the whole process of going up for shows and things is grueling on the body, right?
I lost so many kilos.
You lost weight. They would
Yeah,
think
I
that was a
lost
positive
weight
thing.
lot. Yeah. And me too at this moment. I was like, okay, it's good. It's fine.
Right.
This is the
But
good point.
it's the stress, it's the waiting around, it's the traveling,
You can't even, you can't even think about eating. You can't even
Wow.
you just think about doing your casting and go to sleep. That's it. It's like crazy.
Wow. But because you're not eating enough, there's not enough energy and vitamins and nutrients in your body, so you're running on empty. It's like you're running very fast on empty.
Yeah.
So can crash at any time.
You can crash, but at this time, it was my first time, so I was on the adrenaline.
Of course, yeah.
So I didn't even feel I was on the thing.
Yeah.
But then after the fashion week, and I had like a really good, big crash point in my... Like, okay, I have a little story. During my New York Fashion Week, at the last days, I had one big brand, like really big brand. I don't know if I can say their name.
Please do.
You sure?
No, I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't want to have a problem with my agency.
Oh, okay.
So I have like a really, really big brand who want me. Like, they didn't knew. But at this moment, I was so in the thing that I was like, oh, maybe it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
A good brand so that you wanted.
Yeah, really good brand in New York. So my agency told me, okay, you have to be ready by now. They can call you at any time during the day or the night. So I wait for 11 a.m. until 5 a.m. waiting without...
Not 5 a.m. in the morning.
Yes.
But they were here in New York. Oh, you were in Paris?
Yeah, it was for the... No, I was in New York.
Oh,
it
okay.
was during the New York Fashion Week.
Oh,
but
so it could go over midnight.
Yeah, for the fittings. They were supposed to call me for the fittings.
Because that's not normal, is it? Let's face it. 5 o'clock in the morning to be waiting.
So I was like, okay, at 11...
So what time did it come, the call?
So the call comes at 5 a.m. in the morning.
Freaking dead.
The director of my agency called me and he said, it's not going to work. You can go to sleep.
No. After the meeting.
Yeah, like I did the casting and then my boss told me, okay, they really like you, it will be ready because they can call you. So it was so, like, I was just...
Devastated.
Yeah, but I was so
tired
that I just sleep and I was devastated the morning.
The next day, no energy for devastation at that point. Right.
So this was like that messed up all of my fashion week. I was like, no, this is not a good experience.
You were depressed.
I came back to Paris. I was on this bad energy. And I had a bigger brand. Like the brand that I don't even know that in my life they can like even look at me. So I was like...
Beyond your dreams.
Yeah, it was like totally beyond.
So how did that come through? Through New York again?
Yeah, it was through New York, through the same peoples from the brand before.
Casting director?
Yeah, from the same casting director. So I was like, oh my God. You know, when you're young and you're just discovering, you think that everything can happen. Now I'm just looking at and I'm like, okay, I just put that out of my head. So I'm not going to be stressed about it. And if it's happened, it's happened. If it's not, it's okay. Right. But at this time, I was like, oh my God.
Yes, of course.
See? And,
so did the second big brand happen?
So I met them and they call me after for like a try something, like a rehearsal. So I was like, oh my God, this is really... for the show. Okay. I was like, this is really happening. Because when you do the rehearsal...
It's the freaking rehearsal to the show.
Yeah, like you see everything. You saw the... It's the show.
It's the show. It's basically the show, isn't it? But, right.
But no.
Yeah. You didn't get it?
No.
Fuck.
And it was like the first day of the fashion week. And I knew... There was another brand who wanted to take me, a brand that I did like... It was my first show. The brand is Journée. If you see that Journée, shout out to you.
Great. Well done, Journée.
they wanted to take me,
Yeah,
but there
crap.
was this big brand, like, oh my God.
Ah.
And so they didn't took me.
Oh, wow.
I was just like crying.
Because you
crying,
missed
crying.
out on all of them.
No, finally, at the end of the story, really, really at the evening, but like at maybe midnight, they
Changed?
yeah, like, because Journée really want me at the
They
first
wanted
time.
you. Yeah.
But they knew that I was on dealing
Option.
with a really good brand. They
Yeah.
knew that.
It's
But
not going to
when
happen.
they knew that the good brand didn't
Felt
took
it.
me,
They took you back.
they
Okay,
took me
good,
back.
loyal.
But
Bless them.
I'm sorry, Journée, but I didn't care about
Right.
this moment.
You were just fucked that
I
you didn't
was-
get the big dream brand.
Yeah, like I was just.
Oh my God, think about how many times you were in that situation where the thing that you wanted more than anything in your whole life didn't happen.
Yeah.
So
And
many
you were
times you've
so
just
close.
spoken to me about now.
Yeah.
That you just almost made it but didn't quite make it.
Yeah,
And
but
to have the grit to persevere. Okay, of
But
course you
I-
felt down for a little bit.
For a little bit, this fell down was
This was
a
it.
couple days.
Couple of days of depression, of a severe, acute
You
depression.
just had to say the name of the brand. I was
Ah.
crying.
Oh my God.
It was so hard.
That's so funny. So is this recent past? Is this just a
Yeah,
year?
it
Is
was-
this year last year or the year before? How many
It
years?
was 2 years ago.
2 years ago. Okay.
It was 2 years ago. But then another big brand that I
Oh,
didn't
shit.
know even.
Can
that
you
they
talk
look
about?
at.
Can
Yeah,
you tell
this
me?
one, yes, I can.
No,
say.
tell me who the first two brands were. Oh, you can't tell me.
Okay, I don't know if I can say it.
The first big brand in America. Because you don't want to jinx it for the next time in case they want you
Yeah,
again.
in case they want
okay.
me.
All right.
I
don't
can
mention
say
it.
the
Don't
two, but not.
Don't mention it.
But and then. At
But
the
who knows?
end-
Maybe them seeing it somehow they
They
would
will
book you this
recognize
time.
themselves. I'm sorry, but you hurt
It's
me.
all
No,
out. It's all out the bag.
but it's good to have stories like that.
Of course, that's the
It's
freaking.
good.
That is the life of
It's
the model.
life,
That
yeah.
is the life of a model anyway.
Yeah, it is.
And it serves so many others to hear your story. It will be
Mm-hmm.
so inspiring to so many people who wanted something that
Yeah,
badly.
because when I ask models normally, they're like, "Oh yeah, I signed with an agency like that, and I have this job like that, and this like that." I'm like, "Oh, you had everything like that."
Right.
So
But exactly, everybody has their own.
yeah, way to go to have things.
Yes. That's
So
my daughter coming home from school. Maybe she'll come up quiet.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, of course.
So then at the last day of the Paris Fashion Week, I
Yeah.
had this big brand. I think I can say
The second one.
name.
Could you tell me the second one? So there was the first American
There was
one,
the first American one.
which
Then
we'll
there
keep
was the French
secret.
one.
Then
Yeah.
the French one was what? Chanel.
Is what?
Chanel. Who is the big French
No,
one?
it was not Chanel, but you're not
Not
really
Chanel.
far. You're like super close.
Okay, great.
And then after that, I was
Of
depressing.
course, because if it's that
But
close.
there is the third.
Okay, the
The
third.
third one.
Right.
Who took me? It
Third.
was Miu Miu.
That's right. Third time lucky.
Yes.
Third freaking time lucky.
Yes. Oh my god. And I.
Okay, so how did that happen? Was it the same casting directors?
Yes,
yet
same
again?
ones. Oh my
okay,
God.
so that you must have felt that they really loved and believed in you because they
Yeah.
kept putting you up for things even though you didn't get them.
Yeah, it's true.
So that's real
That's-
belief in you.
You feel like
Grateful.
you're like people are pushing you.
For you.
So-
Someone's got your back. Someone
Yeah.
believes.
Yeah.
Someone else believes.
So you feel more and more comfortable
Yeah.
when you go to see them because all the time you have to see them for each brand.
Right, exactly.
So they took me, Miu Miu took me. I was
No, okay,
and
so
this I've passed to depression to literally
elation.
like
It was the same because it was the same period?
yeah, it was
Oh, it was
during the same fashion week.
Okay.
The second biggest brand was the first day of the fashion week.
Oh, wow.
And the third one was the last day of fashion week.
Wow.
So but during all the fashion week I was in depression, like
Yeah.
super down.
Ah.
And when the third
So
brand
Confirmed.
confirmed, I was like up into the sky.
So by the third time, were you sort of already thinking, well, you were sort of protecting yourself a bit?
I was
expecting
really,
maybe a letdown again.
And the thing is that the Miu Miu took me like for maybe 3 days before the show for like working with them, putting clothes with them and
doing the
everything.
fittings.
And everyone told me, "Oh, they're gonna take you. They're gonna take you. They're gonna take you." But at this time, I was like, I don't
you're not
want
thinking
even
about
hurt
that,
it.
yeah.
Please don't. Like, I was
But were you happy to be there?
traumatized.
You were traumatized. Were you happy to be there doing the fittings and everything?
Really
Yes,
happy,
of
but
course.
I didn't want to look at the next day.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So when they confirmed me, it was like, oh my god, and I was so. It was happiness, you know. It was the real feeling of happiness.
Yeah.
But when I get to the show, I saw I saw the board, and I saw myself in the first one. I was like, it's a joke, or I'm gonna open the show.
Are you joking? You opened the flipping moo.
Yes, I opened it. I was
So
like,
how could it have been better?
no,
It
like
couldn't have
it
been
was.
better.
And
So
I
what
had,
did you
like-
think? Were you scared to open the show, or were you excited?
I was super excited. Cannot like really believe it. I was not believe it. During all these days, the Miu Miu days and the show, it was like I was not in my body. It was like,
Out of body experience.
yeah. But I was far.
Far away from your body. Far away.
Really
But does
far
that
away.
mean that you didn't fully experience it?
Maybe.
You didn't.
Because I protect myself, I think, a lot during those moments. Because I know that it's really happiness moments, but I always had something in my head. Maybe they're gonna put me, like maybe they're gonna change at the last minute.
Oh,
maybe.
right,
And then you
right.
just go back again. Like, I wanted like really to protect me. But when I started the catwalk, I was inside of my body. Like,
Oh,
I was,
okay.
like,
You were
far
there.
away.
You were there at that point.
So yeah.
That
this
was
is
it,
where-
man.
And then.
So what's
older-
the next stage after that? When you're an was it exclusive?
No.
So you could have walked any catwalk after that. But when you're put into the position of being an opener in a show like that, that is a lot of attention from the industry.
It's a lot.
Because people notice. And
And
did
you
it
just came from, like, nobody really saw me make attention.
ever?
They
That's
put
what they like,
attention
though.
for me. Yeah, they're
But they-
like, where this girl came
People
from? Like,
want
she
that. They
yeah.
want to have discovered someone
Yeah,
new.
yeah, really. So I was like on the top newcomers of
Oh,
models,
models.com.
and I was like, "Mommy, look at this!"
No, that must have been so flipping satisfying for your lovely
was-
mummy.
Yeah.
Come on,
She was so
models.com.
proud. And you know, all of my uncles and friends to her when we were in Grenoble, she were like, she cannot do things like that. She has to go to school. She's smart. She cannot do like modeling. She's and my mom, she
That's
didn't
so
listen to
funny.
them. So now she's like,
See,
They look-
I was flipping right.
yeah,
What the fuck? do
like
you
show
know?
them that
You
now they want their child to do the same thing as you.
That's right. You showed what was possible.
So she was like putting on Facebook and
Amazing.
I was
That's
like,
so nice for you to have had that, been able to give that to your mother.
yeah. She was really proud of me,
Proud.
and she still is. She's really proud.
So what do you want now?
Now,
Yeah, what's the next goal after that? What in your dreams is there to be manifested after that? What is the next thing? What's the dream job?
okay. I want to be.
Magazines? Did you do any magazines after that?
Not really. I did
Oh.
love magazine, but
Oh, you did?
not- I did one cover,
Okay.
but I feel like I'm not. I feel like I've been there by mistake.
Oh, a bit of an imposter syndrome.
Yeah, because I'm not the editorial girl. I'm not the super tallest one. I'm not the super thin one. I'm not a catwalk girl. I'm more like in commercial girl.
That's
So
good in
that's why
America.
Yeah, it is. That's what
Okay,
I'm
baby.
here.
Let's talk about this, because if Paris, you weren't right for the Parisian market, you are so flipping right for the American
Yeah.
commercial. Let's make some proper money market right
Yes,
now.
and this is
Did you
the best place to make money here.
talk
in
about
New
a
York.
movement of diversity? I went to Times Square over Christmas, and the Gap advertising, it was amazing. It was really struck me. It was undeniable. The whole of the windows and all of the posters, every single picture was a person of color. The whole advertising campaign.
Yeah, And this is what I
And
like
that
here
is,
in America.
and that's what's happening in America to such a degree
Yeah.
now for people of color and
Yeah.
ethnic
And
minorities.
even people, who are like different. Like,
Exactly.
Really different.
Absolutely.
They're like on the top.
Yep, this
Like,
is your moment.
When here in America, I feel like when you like comment, when you like everybody, you're not gonna take attention. But
Yep.
when you like everybody in Paris, everyone is like, oh my god, she's amazing.
Ah, yes.
So
Yes.
you say it's like
You know, do you know Adwa?
yes. Of course I know her.
Is she an inspiration for you? In being
No.
a mixed girl? No. Who
Like,
is?
I don't have any
you
inspiration.
Don't have.
My only inspiration
yourself.
is first myself,
Yeah.
second my mother.
Oh, yeah?
When she was young.
Is that right?
Yeah, it is. It is. I can't not have a model inspiration. It's not possible for me because I don't want the same career as her. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
have the same career as her.
Yep.
She was doing really well. She was model of the year and everything. She's doing everything amazing. If I can have her career, I will be like so
Yes.
happy. But
It's her career.
I feel like if I have to have an inspiration, I need to go to someone like
Right.
God. And for me, God,
Right.
it's my mother.
Right.
She's like everybody.
Amazing. So you're not going to tell me what your dream job is?
No, because
You're keeping
I
it for
never
yourself.
tell.
You don't want to say.
When I
You
wanted
don't-
to be
That's
model,
good.
I told anybody. Just my best friend and my mother
Wow.
knew it.
That's crazy, but you
Like-
do have one.
Yeah.
Knowing you. You probably have an A, B, C, D, E,
Of
F.
course, yes.
You have a whole freaking portfolio of
And
ambitions.
I have a list, so I have
You have
to,
lists that
I
you
check.
literally physically write.
Yeah.
You write
and
it down.
I check everything. When I pass something, I check it, and okay, my next goal. Because you cannot have like
Wow.
your ultimate next goal.
No,
You're
no.
here and you
Yeah.
want to be there. You
Yeah.
have to,
Steps.
yeah. So I have like multiple that I check.
That's amazing, Ange-Marie. What a story.
No, like I don't know.
But you'll know it's going to happen, right?
Yeah.
Are there any other things that you want to do apart from modeling now?
Yeah. At first, I wanted to do a psychologist,
Uh-huh.
but now it's not possible anymore.
No.
Or maybe when I gonna
Later.
yeah.
What about...
I want to make money on the side
Yeah.
and be a rentor,
Oh, yeah.
so I can do my
A realtor?
yeah.
Ah, okay.
So I can do like things on the side, things
Right.
I really want to do because I know that money, where I came from,
Yeah.
money is so important. You
Yeah.
have to put on the side. You have to
Right.
construct your future.
Yeah. And you're doing that. So tell me about how your boyfriend's been through this whole situation with you. Has it been stressful for the relationship? Has it been easy for the Has it been strengthening for the relationship because it's your team and you're in it together and he's supporting you? And are you living in New York now?
Yes.
Did he move to New York?
No.
He's in Paris.
Yes, he studied in Montpellier.
That's a tricky situation,
Yeah,
surely.
that's
hard,
like
man.
Yeah, it's hard.
So
it's
when do
really,
you get to see each other? Every day on Skype?
He don't want to
Skype
call
you.
me. But no, we talk all the time.
Oh.
We are like a real team.
Yeah.
He and we are
Yeah.
a real team. He support me all the time. But I think for him, it's like he's on like in the front of a movie and he's like with his popcorn.
Yes, that's right. Watching
I think it's
the
like that for
Ange-Marie
him.
show that he lives with.
Yeah, and
So what does he want to do? What does he want to do? What's he studying to do?
Oh, he's gonna be an engineer.
Engineer. Okay. Great.
He's It's
Can
really
he
amazing.
can he move here to be with you, or do you have to go?
No, I don't. I don't.
don't
gonna
think
go.
so?
I don't gonna go in Paris. I don't.
You're not
gonna,
going
I can't. No, because I'm going.
There's no
I'm
there's no
going
work.
there. Yeah, I'm going there for like vacation and see my family. I'm going there like every month to see my family, and because I have acne problems, so I have to see my doctor and everything. So I see him by this way for the moment.
Yes.
But last year we were seeing each other maybe 3 times a year.
Fuck.
For a year, like but it's okay because we love each other.
Yeah.
And it feels like I find my perfect person that
Yeah.
for the moment.
Yes.
For like this moment of
Yeah.
my life,
Right.
we're going perfectly each
Yes,
other.
right.
And I like the fact that he's so far from the model industry because I love my job. I'm passionate. I'm everything
You
about
want to
my job.
escape it
But
as well.
in my real life, I
Yeah.
don't want anybody
Okay.
to talk me about modeling. I hate. No, it's not that I hate that. It's that it takes me a lot of myself to going inside of this job. It's like so stressful for me, and I love it. It's what I'm living for. It's literally my dream. But when I'm not, I just need to be Ange-Marie and
Right.
not
Exactly.
a model.
And take the makeup off,
Yeah,
symbolically.
yeah.
And sit on the couch eating popcorn,
Of
watching
course,
the rest of
and
the world go
candies.
by. Yeah. So, I guess what I want to ask is, what is your philosophy of life at this age and this point in your life? What do you believe the purpose of living and the nature of everything is? What's the meaning of life for you, Ange-Marie?
I think I have my motto.
Mm-hmm.
It's when you don't have any plan B, you have to be successful on your plan A.
Yeah. No plan B.
You have to be successful when what you're doing. I don't care about fails. I just care about the success of my work. So I'm just going forward and I'm trying to look at where I'm going. Same as when I walk. I look just
ahead.
where I want to go. I'm not gonna look everywhere, like all those things. That's why I'm a really not a lonely. I'm a really lonely person because I
Alone.
have to focus
Right.
on myself.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of friends. When I have friends, it has to be person who has the same ambitions,
Yes.
ambitious as me.
Right. To
In
go on the
their
journey
own-
alone,
yeah.
along with you on the road, to walk that catwalk together.
Because you have to be with someone who has the same in their life too. They're not models. They're
Right.
normal peoples, but they have their goals
Yeah.
on the top
Yeah.
of everyone's goals.
Yes.
In France, people are happy when they have their little house, their little car, their little family, and the dog.
Yes.
You see,
Yes.
it's really like that in France.
Yep.
But I like people who see like on the top of that.
Right.
Like,
Beyond.
forward. Like
Forward.
beyond everything.
Wow.
So
That's incredibly ambitious. It's
hope,
work.
I'm telling all of this, but I hope I'm gonna.
You have to succeed because there's no plan B.
That's why I
babe.
hate telling
That's
all
right.
of that.
So, what bit of advice would you give someone who wants to be a model out there, who might come across
Okay.
this video sometime?
You're gonna suffer. You're gonna cry. You're gonna. It's really hard. It's really hard to be a model because everything is on your mind. It's all mental. You have to be stronger because there is a moment that is gonna be your moment, and the game is that this moment has to be a long moment if you want
Has
to
to last.
do something.
The moment has to last long
Yeah,
enough for it to build into something.
To build something. So just believe in yourself. If you really believe in yourself, nothing gonna stop you. This is everything that I want
That
to
is
say.
some words of wisdom from Ange-Marie. That's great. It has to start there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because without the self-belief, you can't achieve anything.
No,
If you don't
can't.
believe you can do it, you can't do it.
Yeah, and you have to be around people who really believe in you. If you don't have people who believe in you, I'm sorry, but put them out of your life because it's just negative energy.
Right.
You see?
Yes. So be concerned with who you surround yourself
Of
with
course, this is the most important.
in life.
Yeah. Because sometimes you can be
Choose
with
your
someone
friends,
who's gonna
choose-
change
yeah.
you like completely.
Yeah.
Because I'm changing the person
Yeah.
and they change me too.
Yeah.
Like I take a little bit of them and they take a little bit of me.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah, right.
so you have to be you have to
Responsible.
choose people
Wisely.
where you have to choose people. You have to think about, you have to be smart, you have to care about you and your life.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm a mother who's talking.
That's
talking to
right.
his
Exactly,
daughter.
Ange-Marie. You've got wisdom that you earned over all of these years. These are experiences that built you.
Yeah.
And therefore you know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So that's so fantastic. Thank you for talking
Thank
to
you
me.
so much
You were wicked.
for having me. Thank
An
you.
unexpected pleasure. You're just so inspiring. Your attitude to life.
No,
Yes,
no,
lots of
nobody.
people lots of people can benefit from that. So I'm really grateful for you sharing so much of your story with me today.
Thank you.
Thank you so
No.
much.
Je me sens trop gênée.
You're amazing. You're
Thank
amazing,
you.
Ange-Marie. Thank you
so
again.
much.